In this particular presentation we are going to change the styles. We're going to change the style of our normal text, our normal body text, and we are going to change it to a serif font, and in this particular case we're going to use Georgia. We're also going to create 3 headings, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and for those headings we're going to use a sans serif font, and the font we're going to use that matches Georgia the best is Trebuchet. So first of all, how do we change the normal body text to our desired specifications? Make sure your ribbon is set to the Home tab, go to the area where all the styles are being kept, click on the little arrow downwards and then select Apply Styles, and a box should come up in the left of your screen where you can change all the particulars of the style. The style name is already normal. That is the style name we are going to change because we have clicked somewhere in the body text, and that is the normal body text. Now we're going to modify it. The screen that comes up allows us now to change the text, the particulars or the specifications of the normal paragraph. Body text is going to be changed to Georgia, and that is the text that is the font we're going to use. We leave it at 11 points, but we also have to change the format of the body text, and we go to the paragraph we're going to change. The outline level is body text. We are not changing anything in the indentation. We are not changing in the spacing above or before the paragraph and the spacing after the paragraph. So there is a 10-point spacing after the paragraph. However, we are going to change the line spacing to 1.4 lines, 1.5 lines. We say OK to that, and we say OK to that. Now, because we have a 10-point spacing between paragraphs, we don't have to put any empty lines in between the paragraphs. By the way, if you click on this little symbol, that will show you all the non-printing characters, and that funny character there means the end of a paragraph. Very useful when you do any editing, so I'll leave that on at the moment. The next thing we have to do is create our headings. Now we are going to use a heading 1, 2 and 3. The headings 2 and 3 are going to be subheadings. Click on one of the headings, which at the moment is in the normal body text. We are going to change that to heading 1. However, the standard that comes with Word of the specification of heading 1 is not the type we want. And there we go again to modify it. We are going to use our font Trebuchet, and that is the font we use. We change the size to 16 points, and we don't use bold, and we change the color to black. And we also have to change the paragraph information. We do the spacing before the paragraph to 20 points, the spacing after the paragraph to 10 points, and the line spacing should be single. And we say OK to that. OK. I'll put a T in there by accident. So there we are. Spacing before 20 points, spacing after 10 points, single spacing, we say OK. And we say OK to that. And now we have created a heading according to our specifications. We now are going to create the heading 2 or the subheading for an heading 1. Click on the next one, and we are going to now select heading 2. There again it has a specification that we don't want, so we are going to modify it, and again we choose Trebuchet as our font, sans serif font. We change the font size to 14. We unclick bold and the color is black. We also change the format of the paragraph and we make the one before 12 points and we make the space after, so that would be the space between the heading 2 and the block of text, we make that 6, and again we only have a single line. We say OK to that, we say OK to that, and now we have changed the heading 2 to our specifications. As you can see, if we click on there, that is heading 1. If we click on there, it is heading 2. If we click in the block of text, we have the normal text. And again, this will be now forever our specifications for the document. We are now going to create a heading 3. So click on the next heading and we download there, pull it down the list, and we now select heading 3. There again, we have to change it, so we modify it. We are going to make this heading 12 points. We are going to use Trebuchet as our font for the heading 3. We unclick bold, we make that black, and again we have to change our paragraph specifications. We have above the paragraph 10 points, below 0 points, so we leave that alone, and the line has to be a single line yet again. Oh no, the line we stay at 1.5 as well, and we say OK to that, we say OK to that, and there is now our heading number 3. So we got 3 types of heading: heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. And now anywhere in that document I can change the headings, I can change the format. If I want to make this a new heading, I make that the heading 3, and there it is changed to heading 3. I'll make that again a heading 1, and you can play around with it. I might make this a heading 2, and I make this a heading 2, and make this a heading 3, and as you can see, it all neatly takes on the format that we have decided in our modifications. Alright, this is how we change the styles.